Hello, and welcome to another edition of The Great Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Now, I would like to discuss with you the Divine Masculine. I made a statement the other day in which I said, Goddess is both the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. She's both. And that's the truth. Goddess does have her masculine side. I want to read to you a response I made to Judy, my good friend Judy, who was wondering about why I said that the goddess also contains the divine masculine, and if that doesn't mean that the goddess is possibly sexless or genderless. Here's my response to her. Goddess is still feminine. She's way more feminine than any human being. The fact that she has a masculine side in us is no different from us as human beings. We all have a masculine and a feminine side. It's the preponderance of feminine energy in the universe that makes a difference. There is just way more feminine energy than masculine by a magnitude of, a billionfold. Even goddesses' special angels are way more feminine than any human being. Goddess has special angels. Plus, femininity is at the core essence of goddess, while the masculine are only emanations in the form of matter and spirits. Now I would like to discuss with you a matter of great importance to me. The creation is not greater than the Creator. We do not worship the divine masculine. We are the divine masculine. Now, what does this mean? It means basically that self-worship is a sin, and I know that for a lot of you, sin is a 4-letter word, but just hear me out for a second. Yes, it's a sin to worship oneself. To self-worship is a sin because only Goddess is owed worship. Only Goddess is worthy of worship. We are not worthy of worship. It's just a simple fact. And as far as being divine goes, you're only as divine as you behave. How do we humans behave? We behave very badly. So the fact of the matter is, we are not divine. We are our egos. We are the ego that is self-aggrandizing and prideful. And that is the truth. As long as we're not doing Goddess's will, we are prideful and self-aggrandizing. That's just the simple fact of the matter, and there's no other explanation for it. So, if you think that you're worthy of worship, or that you are a god or a goddess, think again, because you're not. You're a creation of Goddess. She is your creator, and the creation is not greater than the creator. Yes, the masculine is divine. We have the divine masculine. But we also have a lot of evil in this world, and that evil is the result of free will. You see, each of us has free will, and free will allows us to do things that we wouldn't be able to do without free will. Free will is a special gift from Goddess. Goddess intended for each of us to have free will, and she intended for us to have an ego. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater just yet. Don't condemn the ego to death or destruction, because Goddess intended for us to have egos. But we are to make a choice. We have a choice that we can make between good and evil. And I would prefer to choose the good. But not everybody chooses the good. Some people choose to do evil. You are only as divine as your actions. So you're not realizing your true divinity or the goddess within if you're doing evil. And that's the fact of the matter. Those of you who think that you're divine and think that you're gods and goddesses, think again. You're not gods and goddesses just because you have a spark of intuition and intelligence and creativity. That doesn't mean, those are gifts from Goddess. That doesn't mean that you yourself are worthy of worship. You're not. And you're not realizing your divine essence when you're doing evil acts. So what I'm trying to say is that it's a process. It's a process in which you learn to realize your full divine potential, and that divine potential is there, but it's not realized unless you do Goddess's will all the time. And it's impossible for any of us to do Goddess's will all the time because, let's face it, we're imperfect. So we're not worthy of worship. And no person, I don't care who they are, no person in this world is able to say or claim that they're worthy of worship by you. It's just not happening. There's a spark of human divinity that is called the divine masculine. That is what we refer to as Goddess within. Goddess within us is that divine spark given to us by our Creator. It's not us. It's not who we are. We are our egos. So our egos, our actions determine whether we are living our divine potential or not. We can connect with the divine potential, but we can only connect with the divine potential if we are doing Goddess's will all of the time. Even a perfect angel in heaven isn't worthy of your worship. Only Goddess alone is worthy of your worship because she is our Creator. Never give your worship to any created person, not even give your worship to any angel. Only Goddess alone deserves your worship because she is truly divine. And the divine feminine rules over all of us. Tune in next time for another edition of The Great Goddess.